Good morning, everyone. Another day, some more work. Here, with always, Mr. Blakey. How you doing today?
What's up? Doing well. Just getting some tools ready.
So, it's back to the Lexus day. Previous episode, we did some amazing suspension to it. Not complete though. We didn't do the rear arms and the rear camber arms or anything.
No, just the coilovers for now. We're able to get the alignment spec we wanted with the factory arms, and we'll put the other arms on it at some point. So the interior is not trash, but the seats are destroyed. The leather's real bad. There's foam coming through, like they just look bad.
So yeah, let's take you through the interior really quick. Blake has got all the new leather for the entire front, but in case you haven't seen it in a while, here, let me show you what it's looking like right now. She is looking mighty fine. Everything went well with the alignment. So she looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. She's an old girl, but man, does she look good. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, she's great.
She looks amazing.
Beauty
So yeah, unfortunately, this is what Blake deals with day to day. The seats are very torn. The center console, that's the, here, yeah. Center console is pretty bad. Driver's seat is the worst, I would say.
Horrible, absolutely.
By far. So, the plan. I'm assuming you're gonna take out the seats, try to tackle the seats, and you're doing this by yourself. You're not even having like an upholstery shop do it.
There's a company called Lseat, shout out lseat.com for making these covers. It's a great price. I got the seats, the door cards, and the center console for what I would consider to be a pretty reasonable deal.
That's pretty crazy. So yeah, we're gonna take you through installing seat covers yourself. Hopefully we can get that done today, and at least show you a seat. I think a good goal would be at least a seat. Kind of want to get this done before the weather comes in, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cold this week, so I figured get it done today and not have to worry about it. Just knock it out.
That's the goal, guys. So tune in. Safety first, everyone. For sure. Especially with 90-year-old ship boxes. True?
True.
Oh, you're going above and beyond doing both, huh? Full discharge?
Yeah. Not quite long enough.
I didn't even know that's how you discharge the system.
Full capacitive discharge.
So what does that do exactly, Blake?
Releases the voltage across the control modules.
Very good for things like airbags, right?
Yes.
Definitely good for things with airbags, for sure.
There's one. There's two.
So this is fully automatic seats. So that makes it a little bit more difficult because there's going to be like wiring harnesses, all that sort of jazz. Man, the carpet has had better days too.
Oh yeah, it's bad. Good opportunity to clean it while the seat's out.
That's, yeah, I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Okay, there's the front.
Front's undone. Oh. Were we premature on the disconnection of the battery?
We sure were.
This is what it is, guys. It's learning processes. All right, Blake has gotten the battery plugged back in. That was us going too fast. Hopefully we see some bolts. Yes.
You see bolts?
Can see the covers for the bolts, sir. Is that it?
Yep, so now we should be able to lean it forward and disconnect the airbag and seat motor.
Do you see a way to get to it, or does it need to go backwards?
It's a single harness.
One harness? Okay, well, is it that front connector right there?
Yeah, may have to lean it back.
That yellow one? Okay.
Mary Kay lipstick.
How's it looking from that angle?
I'm just trying to figure out how to get these connectors loose.
Better from that angle, I would assume.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I guess this is what they call like car archaeology in a way. You get to see what the previous owners did in your vehicle, and oh, so gross. Both ends are connected to the seat. That's not great. There you go.
And this one. There we go.
That's a big, nice one.
Figure out how the locking mechanism works on it.
That's a big Mamma Jamma plug.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that completely away from the seat now?
Yeah, just gotta get this last clip out and we should be good to go.
That's great.
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, so seat is getting ready to come out. Oh, so the buttons just literally slide on and off, huh?
So?
Or we just broke them?
Yeah, looks like it's easy as that.
Super easy, okay. And is it just those two? Cool. Now, does that panel just pop off, I'm assuming?
There's two Phillips head screws here, so I'm gonna take those loose.
And this should allow you to take off the plastic panel to allow you to unbolt the seat belt. Seat belts are always really tight to get out. That's it. Seat's ready to come out. Are you ready for this?
There's one.
That's one. So what do we leave behind? Actually, not that bad, to be honest.
It's pretty nasty.
Lots of drips. See all the drips? Ugh. What is that? A magnet?
It's magnetic. Ooh,
All right, so the seats are inside.
not too bad getting them out, right? Nope, not bad at all. 4 bolts, 2 connectors, and like 2 little plastic clips. And it just comes right out of the car. You don't have to like finagle it or set the seat in any certain position or anything like that. As long as the headrest is like almost all the way down, it comes out no problem.
So we have a time lapse going. You guys will be able to see that. We're gonna start the disassembly process, try to figure out what's going on first, and then go from there. So things we can see right off the bat, seatbelt needs to come off. I wonder about this back panel. I wonder if it just snaps off. Is everything that, is it 14? 15. This is just the seatbelt retention.
Probably one-time use.
Let's hope not. Nah, it's good. Now, have you watched anyone do this at all?
No. I've watched no videos, read no instructional step-by-step anything. So I'm just kind of pulling on stuff to see what happens. If it breaks, it breaks. You know, whatever, it's an old car.
So this is the underside. I see lots of things going on here. So the first thing we found out is there is a screw right in the center of your screen. It's really hard to see. And then there's one right there. So those need to come out first. All right, so we established that was a 9mm. And then this other one should be a 9mm as well.
8.
Oh yeah, sorry, 8mm. I'm wrong.
Looks like we got another connector back here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a hidden connector. Oh, there's one in the center too. And then there's one on the far end. Look at that. That should give some access. Now do you have access to that harness on the side? There's 2 bolts. There's 2 Phillips.
So that's the seat trim.
Yeah, we gotta do some cleaning on that. That's going under a sink.
I am taking a magic eraser to this before it goes back in the car. Not too bad.
Are we at a point where we can start taking off the fabrics?
Yeah, I think I've got to cut these hog rings.
The wires?
Yeah. So let me grab some dikes and I'll go ahead and get going on that.
So it's been a little while, and everything we can get to has been good. Tell me about hog rings.
So the hog rings suck. Like, they do their job. They do what they're supposed to do. They hold the leather actual material to the cushion. But the problem is these seats are so old and the foam is so deteriorated in the cushion that it's like separating and coming apart. So we've got to figure that out.
We've gotten out a bunch of the hog rings. You guys have probably seen on time lapse. It has been an hour and a half working on the inside, probably. And how many more hog rings do you think we have?
Just on the top part, we've probably got 6 or 7 more. And then the bottom cushion, I have no idea how many are in there, but it's a lot.
We're having to cut the hog rings, right? I don't know if they have hog ring openers. Do you know if they have that?
No, you just use pliers.
Okay, so I think if we could open them, it'd be a lot easier. The problem is we're cutting it, right? And it's breaking off, but that's still not releasing the hog ring from the metal piece that holds it in back. And I think that's happening quite often.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. The problem is getting 2 pairs of pliers in there to pull the hog ring apart. So I think cutting them is the way to do it for now, and then we'll see what happens.
We could cut the fabric. I mean, it's already trashed.
It is. We could. I'm gonna go find a razor blade.
So let me show you what we're talking about here, guys. That is the retention thing for the bracket, but you can see in between on each of those clips is where each one of these is where there's a clip, right? The problem is going in there and getting to it is a pain. So we might just cut off the fabric and see what we can do. The foam's in not too bad of a shape, to be completely honest.
On this seat.
On this seat.
On the driver's seat, it's...
So is this a situation where we're considering finishing this seat, taking the rest to maybe a professional?
Yeah, I think we're gonna finish this seat, and then the driver's seat I'm gonna pull and give to one of the guys that I work with at the dealership that I'm at. He owns an upholstery shop. We sublet a lot of service to him. He does really great work,
and he does this every day.
Right.
Which makes, obviously, the world of difference.
It's a lot of work.
Massive respect to upholstery guys out there. Let us know in the comments below, like, what would you do? Would you just pursue on no matter how long it takes? Or are you the type of person that, like, values your time? Because, like, we would love to DIY this, honestly. We are very much the type of DIY people. But at the same time, like, we have to value our time, because obviously we have other jobs, we have things to do, and I'm thinking at this point it would take us how long to do the entire set?
Right,
4 weeks.
More than a whole day. It'd take a weekend. It's a little more daunting of a task than I thought it would be.
So let us know in the comments below, what would you do? Well, we separated the front and the back. Sorry, bottom and top, I should say. And I think we're at a point where we know when to say we're outgunned.
Agreeing. Yeah, so this, the motor for the seat back adjustment and all that stuff, it's run through the material. So we can cut it to get it off, but to put it back on properly, all of this support.
Okay, show us. So here's the problem, guys.
So right here,
all the fabric runs through this motor for some reason. All the wires that we pulled out, by the way, that's an airbag, all the wires run through the fabric as well. Every single bit of it.
Yep, it can come apart, but it's gonna take a lot more effort than I'm willing to put into it today. So I think this is a stopping point, and I'm going to get to work on cleaning the carpet.
And honestly, this is how things go sometimes when working on cars, guys. Like, sometimes you have to know, like, when to stop. And you need to value your own time sometime. Like, is it worth paying someone a couple $100 to do this when it would take us, how many hours you think?
We're about, I don't know, 3 hours into it at this point, and we've only got one seat partially disassembled.
That doesn't include the hog rings on the bottom. That doesn't include getting the new fabric on and the hog rings and getting it perfectly taut, stretched. And one thing else we noticed with these seats is the sides are actually stapled as well. And that's not something we encountered with the top at all.
So I think best thing to do is to take it to a professional, and I'm perfectly fine throwing in the white towel on this one.
I'm honestly fine with that. And this is the way sometimes things go. Like, just sometimes this happens, and you know, it makes a great video. So that being said, guys, we're gonna leave you to it today. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you made it this far in this video, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time and drive, mod, and enjoy. Bye, guys.